Alex heard the words but never absorbed them. To him, life was long, the days endless, and the minutes disposable. He wanted big achievements, but he believed he could start someday. One autumn morning, Thomas called his son to the workshop. His hair was turning gray now, his face lined from years of work, but his eyes still carried the sharpness of wisdom. He handed Alex a small wooden box, finely carved with intricate patterns. Inside the box was an old pocket watch, its golden face polished to a shine, though its hands moved with a faint stiffness. "This watch belonged to your grandfather," Thomas said. "It doesn't just tell the hours. It reminds you that every moment is borrowed. I'm giving it to you because I fear you do not yet understand what time means." Alex smirked, slipping the watch into his pocket. "It's beautiful, Dad. But don't worry, I've got time figured out." Thomas only shook his head, for he knew time was not something that could be figured out. It was something that could only be honored. The weeks passed. Alex spent more nights with his friends than working on his goals. He promised himself he'd start applying for better jobs tomorrow. He promised he'd save money next month. He promised he'd make his father proud someday. But the watch in his pocket ticked on, and tomorrow kept slipping further away. Then came the winter that changed everything. Thomas fell ill. What began as a cough turned into a relentless fever, and soon the strong man who had built so much of Fairbrook lay weak in his bed. Alex sat by his side, frightened for the first time of something he could not control. One evening, when the snow pressed against the windows, Thomas took his son's hand. "Alex," he whispered, his voice strained, "promise me something." "Anything, Dad." "Don't waste your time. Don't wait for life to start. Every moment you think you have plenty of is already slipping away." Alex nodded, tears in his eyes, but before he could respond, his father closed his eyes and never opened them again. The funeral was quiet, the air thick with grief. Alex stood near the clock tower afterward, staring up as the hands moved forward, indifferent to his pain. For the first time, he felt the weight of his father's words. Time had stolen his father away, and no amount of regret could turn it back. He pulled out the golden watch from his pocket, listening to its ticking. It sounded different now, louder, sharper, almost accusing. He realized he had wasted so much, and for the first time in his life, Alex asked himself, "What if I never truly begin?" That night, he sat in his father's workshop, surrounded by half-finished woodwork. The air smelled of sawdust and memory. Alex ran his fingers over the unfinished projects and whispered, "I'll finish what you started, Dad." But he knew it was not just about wood. It was about his life. It was about time.